I remember this shop over in Mascab where you can buy all the super potions aside from super necromancy. I'm not sure if they will add that, but 12, no, not, I just wasted 12k. I need a super magic potion. Do that so I can boost my magic and high alch this portable obelisk I've been keeping. Whoosh! Get that 500k I needed. But I did that to try to start making some space in my looting bag here, because right now I plan on doing the next quest for Fort Forinthi, and that's the unwelcome guests. Luckily, I have all the maple bogs I got noted earlier, so I don't need to cut anything, but I need to make all the space I can so I can try to get this done. Gonna have to toss some items here. But yeah, that's what I plan on doing. Gonna just go ahead and toss these out. And I just decided to say goodbye to the Mystic Air Staff as well. I'll just have to use regular air runes for now, and goodbye, my friend. You served me well. But I got the wand and orb, and I'll just buy air runes or craft them as I need them. Go ahead and drop these. Gotta make all the space I can. Go ahead and get rid of the wilderness sword. I reattained it so I could teleport to the herb patch and plant the bloodwood seeds I got. It costs 50k to reobtain, but I can just run up there instead of buying that again. And that gives me enough space because I'm gonna withdraw all these noted, since they are in there noted, and do unwelcome guests, since that requires maple planks. So, when it comes to unnoting maple logs, or anything that I have noted, what I'm gonna do is I'll just deposit the whole pile in here, withdraw one noted, and then just withdraw all until it's full there, to represent me unnoting the items. It makes things a bit simpler that way, and that's how I plan on doing this and making all the planks and stuff I need for the quest. And hello to... Oh, that was an achievement. And hello to episode 6 of my Ultimate Iron Man. Don't really have any goals in mind at the moment, aside from doing the Unwelcome Guest quest. And I may also go for the Infernal Puzzle Box, because that would be great to get and attach to my tool belt, and make it to where my adrenaline never drains outside of combat. But first, I got a fort to build. Just had an idea. Maybe if I went to do construction contracts, which is basically RuneScape 3's Mahogany Homes, I could get a plank box. And after I buy a plank box, I can just destroy it and reclaim it whenever. And that would certainly help with this plank making process for the frames. Make planks, fill up the plank box. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I can look into doing that sometime, but right now I'll finish this up. There we go! Unwelcome guest done. We have the guardhouse, and I also unlock a new Slayer Master. I can use the raptor here to get Slayer tasks if I want. It usually gives undead creatures, so plenty of undead out there. I might do Slayer via him. But I'm gonna see if I can't get the Woodcutter's Grove started in building that by talking to this guy here, and gonna see if I can't get that built. Tier 1, or at least, looking to see if I can't build Tier 2 of any of the buildings here. There we go, got the Tier 1 of the Woodcutter's Grove built, so I got some trees I can now cut over here. Regular trees and oak trees. But I'm gonna see if I can't go build the Tier 2, see what's needed for that. Decided I'm just gonna go ahead and drop these clue items here that I have. They're just taking up space in my looting bag, and I've decided to not do partial storage. I mean, I could store the dragon mask, but I don't have the proper level chest built, so some lucky buddy's gonna get 3 free fortunate components. And I've decided I'm gonna get 59 magic first before I continue on with trying to build the fort, so I can do the family crest quest. It doesn't say I need it, but I need it to cast the fire blast for the one demon. And I'm gonna do that so I can store gold into my metal bank, because I'm gonna make a bunch, use divination to make a bunch of porters to when I'm woodcutting for construction contracts and whatnot, to teleport them all into my looting bag noted. So yeah, gonna do a Slayer grind now until I get 59 magic. Although first I'm gonna do Smoking Kill so I can get more Slayer points for my Slayer tasks. Can I? There it is. Yeah, I can do Smoking Kills, so I'm gonna go ahead and do Smoking Kills and then do Slayer till I have 59 magic. Woo, I almost died to the Banshee Mistress during this quest. I used up all my food, all my prayer points, and only had 500 health left, but I managed to clutch it out right at the end. Time to go finish up the quest. And there we go, Smoking Kills complete. Got me up to level 42 Slayer, nice. But on to the actual Slayer grind. I'm gonna probably mainly use the Raptor, but before that I'm actually gonna go do the Haunted Mine quest over here so I can get the Salve Amulet, and then do Tarn's Lair mini quest so I can get it imbued. And since the Raptor mainly gives undead creatures as his Slayer tasks, and that will be much better than any other amulet for those. Now here we are in the Haunted Mine, and this here is how I plan on gathering the ashes I need once I start doing necromancy and the rituals. You can pick up a glowing fungus, it basically respawns right away, and when you drop it, it becomes ashes. And with the Toma acting as a porter for ashes, when I pick it up, it's teleported directly to my looting bag, and I'm counting that as being noted, so that's how I will collect ashes for whenever I start doing the necromancy rituals and needing to make my ink. There we have it, Haunted Mine complete. Got myself a Salve Shard. I'll turn that into a Salve Amulet, and then I'm gonna do the Tarn's Lair mini quest so I can imbue it. Go ahead and just use this lamp, and 22,000 strength. Brings me up to 51, nice. So, I do not want to have to traverse Tarn's Lair, because that is just a real pain to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to farm up some Slayer points by doing some tutorial tasks till I'm at the streak of 29, and then I'm going to go over to Simona in the desert and do a task for her. And then I should have enough to get the Arena Slinging, hopefully, and just teleport directly to Tarn's Lair. That's interesting. For some reason, Turiel's tasks don't give you any points or don't count towards your task streak, so I gotta go see Jacqueline here to get the task. I never knew that. I missed the first Slayer level of the grind because it happened during the point boosting. Was not expecting that. The defense and the constitution level as well. So, it turns out that I'm not actually strong enough to take a task from Simona, so I have to take a task from the Raptor anyway, since he's my best Slayer master. And he told me to kill the undead that's flown out of the north, so I'll make use of the Salve Amulet I got for now and kill some zombies down here. There's my first magic level of the grind, 52. There's 53 magic, still on that same task. 55 defense! That's that task done. It was a special Slayer assignment, so it didn't count towards my task streak, but it still gave me 20 points and 3,000 Slayer experience. Not enough for a level, but it's nice. And the Raptor's gonna have a nice little reward for me. Because I completed a special assignment, he gave me a Slayer trophy zombie. So if I use it on here, boop, I get a 5% increase in Slayer points from Raptor's tasks. A minimum one extra point per task, which is perfect. Which is why I'll be utilizing him for the most part. Let's see what task he gives me next. I get to choose between Lesser Demons and Enku. Let's go ahead and take Lesser Demon, why not? There's one in the Wizard Tower that I can easily just save spot. Hello, I just got myself some Dragon Rider boots from a very wild stack reward. That is awesome. My new best in slot boots once I hit level 80 defense. That is fantastic. I'm just gonna have to keep these boots aside, put them into a looting bag. Same with these. But once I hit 60 defense, I'm gonna switch over to these. Although once I hit 75 defense, these become better. So I can keep a hold of them for a while. But that is awesome. Just gonna do the usual whenever I get ashes and put them in my prayer. But that is nice to actually get something good from the very wild stack rewards. Level 44 Slayer! Just safe spotting this demon, because I'm a pansy. That's interesting, didn't know you could do that. Ended up talking to him and he offered me some experience by giving him a drop of my blood. I just got 10k magic experience from that, so that's nice. Could have refused and gotten 10k prayer, but I'm working on magic right now. I guess it's just something you can do after you've done the Rune Memories quest, looks like, so there you go. Free 10k. 45 Slayer! And that's 55 magic! I can now do high level alchemy without having to boost, which is fantastic. Alrighty, one more kill and then that will be this Slayer test done. Let's see if it gets me enough Slayer points. Booyah! 40 points, puts me up to 94. Now I can just buy myself a Slayer ring and teleport directly to Tarn's lair and not have to traverse through that cancer. Spend that 75 points getting a ring. It's rub-a-dub-dub, scrub in the tub, and go to Tarn's lair. Hello, Tarn. I'm here to kill you, so I can get the thing to upgrade my salve amulet. There we go, that's defeated, and that was apparently a hard Mauritania task, so let's head over here and grab that book so I can upgrade this here amulet. So the salve amulet's starting at 50% more damage against undead and 15% more accuracy, but use this on here, it's now a 20/20, and the bonuses are even better than actually not as good as my desert amulet, but still. So that's 3 amulets I'm carrying around. Fantastic. But now let's get to the Slayer grind in full. I now have 100% accuracy using air spells against these infected zombies, which is pretty awesome. If I were to take the amulet off, switch it with the desert amulet, oh, I guess I'm still at 100% accuracy. But I'm doing more damage. Actually, I decided that I'm gonna try out a Reaper task. With the current in-game event going on, you can choose your Reaper task, so I quickly went and grabbed a Barrows Reaper for 6 kills, so I'm gonna try to kill the Barrows brother using this amulet and T50 gears and see how well that goes out. Just gonna go buy some food real quick from the Gnome restaurant and give it a shot. But I'm gonna fully record this and then fast forward through it all and see how well the kill goes. I'd say that actually went pretty well, all things considered. Might want to actually bring my melee weapon with me next time for the killing Carol, and Aram, I'll just have to deal with it. But yeah, let's go see what is in the first chest. Shall I get lucky and get a first chest KC and of the Damned? Never lucky. But that was better than I thought. But now, with 1 KC on the Barrows Brothers, I can attune this portal to the Barrows. Now, it's just a nice, easy transportation for me down to the southern part of Mauritania for whenever I need to go down there. And once I manage to get a total of 10 kills against them, that's gonna be a nice teleport to the War's Retreat for me. So here we go. I'll show you if I get anything good from any chests. Oh yeah, the Barrows Brother count as undead for my Slayer assignment too, so I'm getting Slayer experience for every kill, so I'm still working on my Slayer. Nice. I teleported out a little too quickly, but 4 KC and I got myself a Carol Skirt. That is fantastic. That would be great for range once I get up to level 70. Unfortunately, that's going to end up taking up a spot on my looting bag. But yeah. The item I really want is the Amulet of the Damned, because not only would that be my new best in slot amulet when I'm not fighting undead, it's also used for an archaeology relic. My looting bag here is pretty full, although I'll be taking a couple items out once I'm done with killing barrows, but I'm down to only 1 space left. Got the spear here since Carol is weak to stabbing, so that's better than using the halberd. But 4 KC an item, that's like, I'm still think that's fantastic. This will be great to use once I get 70 range and I decided to train invention, augment that, get it to level 10 and disassemble it, get some undead components I believe, and a lot of experience too, so yeah, great item to have. Even with the lodestones and whatnot, it takes me a little bit to restock. I teleport to the Cannon Monastery to refill my prayer. I teleport to Al-Kharid to use the glider to go to the gnome place to buy food, and then I teleport to Draenor to go into Ward's Retreat to take the portal here, so bit of a path, but it's how I have to do things. 56 magic on that brother, and then 48 Slater on the one immediately afterward. And that's my first Reaper assignment done. 7k Slayer XP and 8 Reaper points. Fantastic. But I'm still going to do 4 more Barrows kills so I can unlock the War's Retreat teleport. And there we have it, level 49 Slayer. That 7k from the Reaper task really gave me a boost. Got my first Elite Clue Scroll. I'm nowhere near ready to do them, but I can shove it in my looting bag for now and put it right there next to the 2 mediums I've got saved up for some reason. Oh wait, I've got no room in here. I'll get rid of the elemental anima stones. What I could do is try to grind out the Desperate Times quest. Need to do that quest and get some stats up, but I can get Karos Clue Curia, which would be able to carry all my clue scrolls and my clue caskets. But since I don't allow storage items into the looting bag, that'd be -1 inventory space. But it might be worth considering. Alrighty, this will be chest number 10, and this will get me the teleport I need. Never lucky. But now I can get the teleport to War's Retreat. War. Let me unlock that teleport. There we go. Now I can just freely teleport here whenever I want. This will make a great location to do future death piles and death storage at, if I ever need to. I'm not entirely sure what to do with all the runes and the bolt wrecks I got from the barrows there. I'm just gonna end up selling them here. Probably a waste to do that, but I have no real use for them. If I had the ancient spells unlocked, I could make use of the bloods and the deaths, but I currently don't, so I'll just sell those there and just sell them all there for some GP. But back to Slayer, here I go. Level 50 Slayer! That is pretty awesome. Nice! I was just doing a farm run and I See, now I have a vanilla cow, a strawberry cow, and a chocolate cow, so I have all the cows I need for the archaeology mystery that allows you to do ancient summoning, so that's pretty cool. Now now I just need to knock out 60 construction so I can build the large pen and move some cows over there to keep breeding them and selling them for beans. I think I'm gonna just quickly knock out that 60 construction so I can do that. There we go. The level 60 construction done real quick. Just... Oh. Need rune nails. That's level 50 smithing I need. Well, I do get distracted easily, so off to 50 smithing. Every time I want to do any sort of serious mining to gather ores for smithing, I have to make my ore box from scratch, since I don't allow storage items into the looting bag. But hey, it's easy to make. Opened up a very wild sack reward, and I got myself a medium casket, opened it, and I got myself a power amulet, which is going to be my new best in slot amulet, so I can throw away the desert amulet. And I got myself a new collection log slot, Holy Biscuits. I'm pretty certain that the power amulet is going to be even better. Okay, not quite as good as the strength amulet, but I can free up a spot by getting rid of that. So I'll keep it for now. But yeah, a new best in slot amulet is nice. There we go! Level 50 smithing! Now I can make the rune nails I need in order to build a large animal pen. Well, I'm gonna finish up this and then mine the rune ore I need to do that. I really do not plan this stuff out. I need 60 wood cutting. Okay, I guess I'm gonna be training woodcutting for a while. I figured if I'm gonna be woodcutting anyways, I might as well make use of the logs I'm using, so I'm gonna be fletching them into arrow shafts until level 35 fletching, and then once I hit 35, I'll do unstrung bows and then just sell them to the general store over here. Keep hold of these arrow shafts for more fletching training later, maybe make a bunch of steel arrows with them for training range. I just missed it, but I hit 1300 total level during that wildy event. That's fantastic. And I got myself a dupe pair of Dragon Rider boots. These out for anything good? That's a 7k more. There's 35 fletching. Now I can start making short bows. Gave me a nice stack of 22,200 arrow shafts for arrow... Oops. Oh good, I got a willow seed from a bird's nest. I can plant that tree then and let it grow, since I'm gonna need the willow branches for that hot air balloon quest, whatever that one's called. There we go, my nice little willow tree is gonna grow big and strong, because it drinks its milk. Decided to finish up woodcutting in Minifos, and I came across a soul obelisk, so I figured, why not? Some nice runecrafting and prayer experience, and this is great for Minifos' reputation. Not too bad, got myself one runecrafting level and got tier 2 Port District rep and Minifos rep overall. There we go, level 60 woodcutting. Now I can finally cut the mahogany logs and make that animal pen. And here we go! Large animal pen built. Now I can move the cows over and start having more cows be born and then selling them for beans. And then get back to my regularly scheduled Slayer assignment. Just missed it, but that was level 58 magic. One more level and I've reached my goal. Level 59 defense. One more I can wear my shiny Dragon Rider boots. And 53 Slayer! Got my first magical thread. Decided to start withdrawing the daily essence from the Wicked Hood for some rune crafting and went through the abyss. So, gonna start making a stack of that till I got 100, although I need 90 rune crafting to make the large pouch, but once I get 100 threads, I'll grind that out. Let's get 59 magic! I can now do the Family Crest quest. Gonna finish up this Slayer task, but I'll be on to Family Crest, and then I can start in mining gold, making the porters, and getting on with doing the construction at the fort. 54 Slayer! Level 60 defense! I can now equip that Dragon Rider boots I got. Finished up that Slayer task, and I'm so close to level 60 magic. But more importantly, I can now wear these Dragon Rider boots, get that prayer bonus and that slightly better armor there. Tier 45 armor instead of 35, until 75 defense, and then these will become better. There we go! Family quest done! Now I can put gold in my metal bank, so I can bring a bunch of gems and energies with me to make porters. Then I'm gonna cut a ton of teak logs for construction contracts, and they'll have the plank box, and maybe even get the upgraded plank box. And then I can go back to working on the fort as far as I can. Decided to make room in my looting bag. I'm not going to be doing these clues anytime soon, so I'm going to go ahead and toss the elite, and actually I'll go ahead and, yeah, I'll toss the 2 mediums. It's a shame, but I'm not going to be doing them anytime soon, so then I need the space. So that's what I've done. Gonna keep the smithing gauntlets just to make smithing things a bit simpler. But yeah, time to mine a shit ton of gold. Just gonna go ahead and store my War Priest armor in here for now. And I can pick it back up once I'm ready to wear it again. But yeah, I've made plenty of room. I can toss these in my looting bag as well, and I got all the room I need for mining and smithing gold and making porters and whatnot, and doing the construction contracts and getting all that construction grind done. Well, I just got myself a new pair of best in slot gloves. Dragon Rider gloves. 2 from 1 wild sack reward. That's pretty funny. Sweet, just hit 60 mining. I can go into the mining guild now. That's pretty awesome. There we go, 1,000 gold bars. That should be plenty for all the porters I need to make. Just need to gather a bunch of energy. What's the best one I can make at the number 2, so that's bright energy. So I'm gonna gather a ton of bright energy now. Another cameo by our favorite pig, Jambon. Alright, so that's 3,500 bright energy. That's enough for 100 signs of the porter too, so that should be a nice chunk of teak logs to start with, and see if that gets me enough construction contract points to get the plank box and the 2 upgrades so I can hold 100 planks. And I'm just flying by the seat of my pants here, so this is just get to see what happens. This will also be some nice crafting experience, cutting all these gems and dropping them, the ones I don't need, and get a almost full inventory of sapphires. Want to leave myself 1 space. And then I'll just chop teak logs. Make sure I have space in my looting bag, though. Hey, that's 63 construction. I can actually make the aquarium now at my home. I think I'm actually gonna go do that real quick and see if I can't get the prawn broker built so I can start claiming those prawn points so I can do fishing without baits or feathers anymore. Got 1 prawn point I can spend, so let's use it on rod fishing without fishing bait. I no longer need to use bait for rod fishing. Huzzah! So, forgot I had some teak logs in my looting bag already, but with that set of teak logs that I used portals for and what I had in the looting bag already, it got me up to 66, and I think I'm up to like 40-something contract points, so I got a lot more to do if I want to get the plank box as well as both upgrades. I think this time I'm going to actually just use up the rest of the energies here for porters and get a ton of teak logs there instead of inventory of porters and then doing contracts. Just get a ton built up and then do all the contracts I can with all the logs I got. And then if I need to gather more energy, back to the grind. Alrighty, that's 750 teak logs there from the last bit of energy in porters. I gained a couple of woodcutting levels there, and I got a couple bird's nests as well, and I got 2 yew seeds. I decided to keep them since I remembered one of the achievement diaries for Falador needs me to grow a yew tree, so I just thought I'd keep those for now. since I never know when I'm going to get another one, but let's see how far 750 logs can get me on these construction contracts. Should at least get me the... Well, I know it will get me the basic plank box, but the upgrades don't know. But let's go on with them. So, I had enough construction contract credits to get the plank box, so that's fantastic. Now I just need to save up 150 and then 300, so 450 more credits to get the full upgrade so it can hold 100 planks. Also means I'll have to make less frequent trips to Fort Morinthi to make more planks, so that's nice. So I decided I'm gonna take a quick break from doing the construction contracts because I realized there's actually a tier 1 building I have yet to build. I need to do Dead and Buried, and when I do that I can make the Ranger's Workroom, which is good for fletchings, and since I got those 22,000 unfinished arrows there, I can use that. But also, today's an update, so a new quest has been released, which gives us another Fort Morinthi thing, Botanist Workbench, which will be used for doing herb lore. But in order to do this, I'm going to need to get level 50 necromancy and do Dead and Buried, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of Dead and Buried, build the Ranger's Workshop, then I'm going to pop over to the City of and do rituals until I get level 50. Probably just do low level rituals, and it's going to take me ages, but it is what it is. And then I'm going to do this quest so I can get the Botanist Workbench. Although it recommends combat 85 and I'm combat 79, so we'll see if I can actually do it or not. But yeah, I'll see you once I got Dead and Buried done. Also, with the plank box here, like I was saying, I can just destroy it and I can just reclaim it from the estate agent. So this, and it actually will keep the planks that are in it, so that is a great plus. Yeah, one other thing is they brought back the challenge system here, which is fantastic. I'm gonna also try to take care of these basic ones so I can start getting daily challenges for some nice bonus experience and skills, and some bonus rewards, so that is just fantastic to see this back. I guess I should have just kept that plank box instead of destroying it, but I can show you how you can just reclaim it. You can talk to the estate agent and ask about contracts, and you can say, I've lost my plank box. And he just hands you over another one with all the planks in it. Just gotta grab it so while I build the Ranger's Workshop. And here we have it. We got the Ranger's Workshop done. And so whenever I do fletching with making a bunch of arrows, which I have those 22,000 arrow shafts just waiting for me. Once I get around to them, I'll do them right here. Chance to get a bit of extra out of them. Time to finish up this quest, though. Now for my least favorite part of this quest. I hate slide puzzles. If it weren't for the Alt 1 toolkit doing the slide puzzles on clue scrolls, I'd never do the clue scrolls, so this is going to take me like half an hour. I'm surprised. I actually solved that faster than I did last time. Then again, last time I just copy and pasted the picture into a slide puzzle solver, and I had to manually choose the pieces to make it match the mismatched image, so it could give me a step-by-step direction to solve it. And yeah, this time I just tried to figure it out myself, and I actually did it faster. What do you know? Still hate them. There we go, I got the quest done. Learned some interesting history about the raptor. I'm not going to spoil it for those who don't know, but I recommend it. Now I can do Ancient Awakening once I get level 50 necromancy. I plan on just going to do a bunch of rituals to get that level. If I have to, I'll go gather a bunch of ashes to make the higher tier inks to do better rituals. I'll mainly just do the rituals for souls, the tier 1, since I got a bunch of bones to do that with. But yeah, so to the grind I go. Honestly, I wouldn't mind actually using necromancy as a combat style because it's actually good and fun to use, but issue is that my inventory management is terrible. I mean, seen inside my looting bag. I've constantly got that thing completely full. I never want to throw anything away. So, trying to add in the necromancy weapons on top of that would just be, as well as the necromancy armor, because I'd want to be wearing the armor with it as well whenever I use it, and it just takes up way too much space at the moment. I plan on it. So what I plan on actually doing is once I get to level 75 invention, this is something I haven't really mentioned before, but I have it listed in my rules. Once I get 75 invention, I will unlock the ability to make something I call an armory box. And in order to craft it, I'm going to need to use 100 of the energy battery things. I can't think of what they're called right now. 100 weapon gizmos and 100 armor gizmos in order to craft it. And I cannot boost to make it. But when I do that, I can store a set of a full set of armor of each combat style in there. But the catch is, the armor has to be at least tier 70, and has to have an augmented top, augmented bottom, and augmented main hand and offhand, or two-handed. So that means I need to have as well as the other slots need to be level 70 as well. Head, feet, gloves. So I'd have to have grind out basically God Wars Dungeon 1 to get full sets of armor to put them in there, and I can only deposit and withdraw the full sets of armor and weapons. And I could pretty deposit it in there, but whenever I withdraw a set of armor from it, it uses one charge, and I have to charge it using the divine energies. And I will be able to just keep track of that by keeping the energies in the bank in the separate tab to mark it and just drop it every time I decide to switch gears. But that's how I plan on handling the augmented gear and using the best in slot different armor instead of just having to use nothing but hybrid armor. But that is far in the future, but just thought I'd talk about it now. And that's why when I'll probably actually start using necromancy, because it's pretty easy to get level 70 necromancy armor and weapons. But getting the other stuff, not so much. Sweet! Another black dragon egg from the Very Wild rewards. That's nice. That poses the question of how... That poses the question, though. Do I consider the egg stackable in the looting bag, or would I have to consider it two separate spots? Because they aren't noted. The only way I can think of to make it take up space is either try to remember, which will not a good idea to do, or to do something like this. Grab a bone and just put that in the spot to signify, hey, I'm taking up a space. Since they're not noted. Oop, hold up. Yeah, so if I want to keep the second black dragon egg, these things aren't noted, so they're not stackable. See, if I withdraw that one, it's not stacked. So what I will do, since I want to keep this, is I'll put that in here as well, but I'll deposit some random junk item to signify, hey, these aren't noted. So yeah, that's my plan there, because I want to keep that dragon egg. So Herby Ruby done for this week, and I just purchased a herb bag upgrade, so now I can store even more herbs in here. A couple more weeks, I can buy the totem pieces and Sasha, and then after I buy those, I need to save up I'll be able to just save up 1,000 more points, and then I will give myself unlimited storage in my herb bag, so that's just slowly being chipped away at. So, doing these rituals has certainly taken quite a bit of time, but as you can see, I got less than 10k till I reach level 50. I decided I might as well do Vessel Harbinger, since that will give me a 10k Necromancy lamp. So that, another quest I can get done. But I also need to do Ghost Ahoy then, so I'll be doing a couple quests. Ghost Ahoy, then I can do Vessel of the Harbinger, then I'll do the new quest, Ancient Awakening. So, this will be fun to do. And I haven't actually done this quest yet. I always make sure I read all the dialogue and stuff when I first do a quest, because I'm always interested to see what's going on. But so yeah, I got a couple quests to do, and then before I can do the quest I need to do to build the herblore place at the fort. So off I go for more quests. There we go, Ghost Ahoy complete. Now I can go ahead and do Vessel Harbinger. There we have it, Vessel of the Harbinger complete. Now I can use these lamps, get a bit of prayer experience, but more importantly, get this 10k necromancy. Bump me up to level 50, and now I have all the levels I need for Ancient Awakening. I've yet to actually do this quest, like I said, so this should be fun to try to do on here. No required items, just gotta defeat some enemies, so hopefully it will let me defeat them with magic. Really don't want to try to kill them using fucking tier 10 necromancy weapons, but we'll see what happens, so off I go with this one. Before I actually start the quest, I'm gonna quickly just finish up level 60 magic here, and then I'm gonna go do the mage arena so I can quickly get the Gothic staff and get myself a god cape as well. Get all three actually and pop them onto my cape racks for now. Might be worth it to have that bit better damage and accuracy. There we go! Got myself a new best-in-slot mage weapon, the Gothic staff. It'd be nice to use, and it's got a fantastic special attack I can use too, although I'm not sure if I need to do the mage arena thing about casting a spell 100 times before I can use it or not. I'll have to look into that, but yeah, even if I can't use a special attack yet, this is much better than the wand and orb here. Just get rid of these and now onto the quest. There we go. I just quickly did 100 casts of Divine Storm at the Mage Arena, so now I can use the Thick Staff special attack outside of the Mage Arena, so that's nice to do. Just gonna get a full inventory of food and then attempt the quest. Good. Wish me luck. Can I just say, I really like this symbol they came up with for going into an instanced area for a quest. It's pretty awesome and very visible, so you're not trying to search for a little spot on the ground. What do you say? Time to fight, and looks like Zimmergul's gonna be reviving the dead corpse of Borkath. So then, it appears that I am a little too weak to deal with that, at least using magic. 12 waves of enemies, I got up to 7 or 8, and I ended up dying and using up all my food, and I just couldn't really get through it with... I might be able to do it using necromancy, since it has a recommended... Since it has a requirement of level 50 necromancy, I might be able to make the 50 necromancy weapons, and if I get the ghost summon especially, to heal me as well while fighting. I'd have to do some combat with it to get the talent points, but I think I'm going to give that a shot. I have to do the Kitty Row achievements to build up, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice the 2 inventory, well, I guess 3 inventory spaces for the necroplasm as well, and use necromancy and try to get through the waves that way. To compensate for the space I'm going to be taking up for this, I'm going to go ahead and drop a couple things from the looting bag, those bloodwood seeds, this magic combo that I'm not going to use for ages, marital seeds I was keeping hold of for doing some herb runs, just because, and these water runes. That frees up a couple spaces for me to store some items in here. I'm definitely gonna need to do some ash gathering for ink. To not much because, but I'm still gonna need to make some higher tier inks for installing the bars I need to upgrade these. There we go. I got myself tier 50 Death Guard and Skull Lantern. So let's go unlock some skills from the talent tree and see if that's going to be enough to help me defeat that 12 waves of enemies. Well then, not even using necromancy seemed to help. In fact, I actually did worse this time, so I think they're just hitting me too hard, and I'm taking way too much damage. I may need to see about actually going ahead and making the necromancy tank armor and see if that helps any, but that would end up taking up a bunch of space. Granted, tier 50 tank armor is not much in material, so I can just end up dropping it, so I think I'll try making some tank armor and try that out. Alrighty, there we go. I got myself a full set of tier 50 armor here. Nice tank armor, a total of 5% damage reduction and an increase in life points, so up to 8,700. So hopefully this will be enough to help me get through these waves. So I'm gonna stock up on food and give it another shot. Honestly, it didn't take too long to make the tier 50 armor, so I won't feel too bad if I ever decide to drop it once I swap over to one of the other combat styles. The main issue will be is the higher tier ones that take longer to make and more materials. I definitely won't ever drop the 80 or 90 armor once I make those, since you need subjugation to make those, and that is not worth dropping. But when I make this, by the time I make the 70, I'm hopefully will have the invention level to make that armory box I talked about. And there we have it, Ancient Awakening done. Those waves were certainly a bit of a roadblock, but I managed to get through it. A nice little necromancy lamp, bumped me up to the 54. Hey, I can use these two abilities now. And then a nice prismatic lamp, toss this on magic one. No, let's go ahead and... Oh yeah, that's, that quest done. Now I can go and build the herblore area, wherever that's going to be located. There we have it. I managed to build up the botanist workbench 1 and got Granny Rowan here, who's apparently as old as the wilderness or something like that, but that was quite the diversion because I wanted the new quest and the new thing here. This will definitely come in handy. She can decant potions for me, which I'm assuming I don't need to pay the people at like the GE anymore for that. But at tier 2, I'll be able to basically get infinite water vials unnoted from the botanist workbench, so I don't need to worry about shops running out. And at tier 3, once I get overloads unlocked, she can apparently prepare overloads for me, and I just need to mix them here. So I guess I give her the potions for it, is my guess. But yeah, I got all the tier 1 things built. Didn't manage to get any tier 2s built this episode, and I'm gonna end this here because things have dragged on. But yeah, hopefully on the next episode I'll start in and finish upgrading the plank box to 100 planks, and then see about building up some of the tier 2s of the stuff of everything I can, assuming I have enough inventory space. So yeah, I will see you in the next episode where I will continue with the fort grind. Ciao for now, folks. I'll see you later.